surviving series. Let's get it. I'm blessed while you're interested in these peeps. There, nobody's. It's got a bit of time to burn, you know, Stace. As I say, I ain't been on here for ages, you know what I mean? But anything to do with racism and stuff like that, like, I'm involved. Like, yeah, of course, man. I'll have my say on that. Big up Natty in the building. What up? Guys, I need another for you. FYP Enders. Thank you. FYP Enders. Some of these names are funny. FYP Enders. Okay, Ashley Judo is out of town now, not looking for that. Pearl. Canadian Ange. Why? Canadian Ange is still about? Bloody hell, I didn't even know that woman was still active like that. Shep's Head, she also has found out someone in the chat has given her. I'm a bit behind on all this stuff. I can't even lie. I look down these For You pages and I'm like, who's this person? Who's this person? Like, who is this guy that's with Shep? Jack? Who's Jack? He's in the bathroom, and Jack pleads with her from the outside that he would never touch her. Oh, is this a new fella? The fuck? Why is it when these lot get into a new relationship, they bring it to the app and make the app get involved in their relationship? That's crazy to me still. FYP Enders don't have much on there either. EQ's ex. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Whoa, hold on. See what I'm saying? Boy. Okay, so this is EQ's ex. So Shep got with him, obviously to piss her off, right? I heard she's only dating Jack to get back at EQ. Well, come on. Even a blind person could see that still. But that's crazy. That's kind of stuff that you used to do when you was a kid, you know? When you was in senior school and that, you do that kind of weird shit, innit? Like get with somebody that, get with your ops partner because you don't like them. I didn't think that people that were adults done that kind of stuff. That's crazy still. I don't know, I think she has feelings for him though. Honestly, not sure. They was weird on holiday together. It was like mother and son. Big up Brummy in the building. Angelica, I see you. I mean, yeah, that's something that you do when you was in school, ain't it? Blaster FYP doesn't have it on there. Come on, guys, man. Has people not been sharing this or something? Oh, let me try again. Let me put Evil Queen in Victoria. I'm guessing something might come up if I put that in. I'm shocked at this, you know. Misha being racist to Torium, but I feel like because I've got Fingy. Didn't you see on FYP Enders? No, Natty. Hey, big up Nats in the building. What am I looking for on there though? Because there's quite a lot of stuff on there. Do this tonight, make a post. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be free tonight. I'm free tomorrow night. I'm free tomorrow night, man. Alright, I'm back on the FYP Enders. What am I looking for? More people active when EQ is live. Now, I hear you still, but to be fair, I just wanted a light-hearted discussion. Just give people the opportunity. Like, obviously, I'm going to watch a few things and have my opinion and then give other people an opinion on that. But I don't want it to be a whole 3, 4, 5 hour live. Everybody's just going back and forth. I definitely don't want that. I just got a lot of messages the other day and people were saying you wasn't really saying much, but because all the women was talking, I'm learning and I'm staying. When women are talking and they're on the stage talking, I'm staying on mute. Unless you ask me a question, then that's fine, but I'm not chiming in like I did before because then that gives all these people an opportunity to say, oh, look, he's always getting involved or he's always coming for women. So I just rather just take a step back, watch it from whatever, and then have my say after, or have my say on my own platform. Do you know what I mean? That way people can't be saying, oh, he's only up there to say X, Y, and Z. But people are getting me confused and twisted and thinking that just because like me and T, well, I'm not saying we was cool. Obviously we was tight before. We're not as tight as before. But people are honestly think that I'm just gonna just go with whatever due to the fact that I'm cool with T. All right, cool. I think I found something. Alexa, pause.
Saying, I said, oh, Chippy, please don't talk to me, please.
Torian,
I'm
can I
talking
tell
to you.
Oh, and this is like Courtney's. This is Courtney's panel. This isn't it?
Courtney, Chippy, yeah, bye. Go start your family.
What time is the live? The live is now. What do you mean? I'm not doing it at 9:30.
Because you lot seem
Look, let me just say something. I know that I used to stick to a time at 9:30 where I used to do all these kind of stuff, but now, like, obviously, today I've got a week off work, so yeah, I know this isn't the usual time that I do a debate, but I'm bored, innit? So I just thought, you know what? I know people have been asking. Let me do this, get it out of the way, and then it's out there, innit? So okay, cool. We're gonna start with first Courtney and Boxes discuss Torian and EQ's actions. Part 1. In the box, thank you for the heart, me. In the box, we have Courtney, Chelsea, Kales, Missy, and Toria.
EQ does. You're not. Oh, guys,
Can you
don't
all
be
hear
moving.
this? Hey, big up
Everyone
Taurus!
I want to have a conversation with her, please.
if you're gonna have a conversation, tell your mods to stop dropping me.
Right. Tori,
We need to. I wouldn't say we sorted things, but I did apologize for raising my voice in it. I was just frustrated, and yeah, I feel like the things that I was saying was how I felt, but listening back, you know what I mean. I shouldn't have spazzed out. Oh, here we go again. I shouldn't have went crazy. Still. So yeah, I did apologise to Torian for raising my voice, but the context and the things that I was saying was what I felt, and I wasn't apologising for that still. But all the best to her, you get me? I ain't got no ill feeling towards her. Like I'm saying, when I do see her being disrespected on the app, it still does make me feel some sort of way. That's how I know I don't hate the girl. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're doing, right?
Mention your family again, Torian.
Oh, go and drink from a river. Shut up. I was the only one fucking defending you.
Can everybody hear this okay?
When you're defending me.
Alright, piss off, stop talking
Sorry,
to
I
me then.
didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Anyways, I said go sort your family.
Can you hear that audio okay, people? Let me know. Someone give me a yes or no. Sorry, I'm used to you doing your lives at 9 p.m. But it's a change now. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Can you let me know if you can hear the audio? Clear.
Family problems, that's what I said. That's not talking about your family.
Yes. Okay, then I can go make a cup of tea then while it's playing.
Absolutely, I'll talk about
Anyways, go on, Courtney.
Please, can you just stop talking about other people's family, please?
I just said I didn't speak about his family. I said to go sort it out.
But it's
He's
not
so
nice
focused
for
about
me.
me.
Again, you can't be direct, can you, Torian? You've just got to be sly about it all.
Go and sort out your family issues, Chippy. Like, I don't
You're not
understand.
sly.
What do you mean I've got to be sly about it?
Underhanded slyness.
Don't antagonize me.
No, I'm taking
Anyways,
that.
go on,
What
Courtney.
are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Go on, Courtney.
Absolutely
This
nothing.
is Martha. Stop
Everyone
saying T,
stop. Can we please just have a
No matter whether she stood up for me or not. She's
Alright.
still wrong in what she did.
Okay, cool, man. Anyways, go on, Courtney.
You know what? You know what's funny about this situation? Sorry to pause it here. Is that like Courtney? This is to you, innit? Because I know that you've ran lives on me, and I'm not being horrible to you, but I always see when these situations happen, you need a strong host. You need somebody that's going to be able to command the stage. If you're not a strong host and you can't command the stage, then you shouldn't be holding lives like this. It's not a good look. You need to be solid and firm with the things that you're saying. You need to stand on business, even if it means that the whole people in the chat are going to come for you and say X, Y, and Z. You don't backtrack from how you truly feel. And this is where we're going wrong on the app when it comes to situations like this. The people that are hosting live don't have no backbone, won't see that. You know what? You might have friendship circles on this app. And I get it, you might speak to people off this app, but when they're in the wrong, let them know they're in the wrong. Don't do the whole, it's not a good look, and you don't get respected. People won't respect you if you cannot command your stage. And when people are going back and forth, tell them to button it, when I'm doing boxes, if people don't listen to me, I drop them. I'm not saying I don't let them back up, but I'll drop them and I'll let them know, look, yeah, you're not respecting the page, you're not respecting the panel, and you're not respecting other people that are speaking. It's not the you show. Unless you're going to come up here and conduct yourself in a good manner, then stay in the comments. That's how you host a live. Regardless if they come in your inbox after, I didn't like the way you spoke. So what? If you don't like it, push live yourself. Anyway, let's carry on hearing what they say.
You're doing, right?
What am I doing?
You're doing what EQ does, right? EQ doesn't actually do something right in direct that's racism, right? She's very indirect with it because she goes, but I didn't say it. Like the Laura song, I didn't actually physically say that.
She's not really indirect. She's very much direct.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. She's playing a game where she's not physically using the word over a video of Laura, so she's being racist. But she'll go, but it's not me that's saying it. She's also putting bags over her head just now so that it doesn't look like she's doing anything wrong and she can't be called out for it. Right? Torian, why are you doing that?
I'm not doing that though. You can't compare what I've done to thing.
So you're trans?
I'm being serious about I'm actually being serious about my transition, and everyone's coming at me saying I'm trans, I'm this and that. None of you lot know my life. None of you lot know what I'm doing. Nobody knows nothing about me. But yet you lot seem to think that you lot can sit here and say, no, she's not. You don't know. You lot don't fucking know me. You lot don't know me.
Do you think you could be goaded into transphobia?
What, sorry?
Do you think you could be goaded into transphobia?
Can I be goaded into transphobia?
Yeah.
I think you could be goaded into a lot of things.
So you think we could be goaded into being racist?
Yeah, of course. It just takes one thing.
That not taking back everything we've been saying on this app for you.
I'm only joking, man.
Everything we've all
I'm joking. Relax. Fucking hell, it's a joke, Courtney. You don't need to get a sense of humor.
Oh, but this is serious. Like, this is serious. No, this doesn't affect me. I'll be real. I could switch off this app. None of this affects me. But I worry for every single minority that's getting absolutely bashed on this app for a war. Because that's what's happening. It's trans community versus the black community. And that shouldn't fucking happen.
It's not the trans community versus the black community.
But that's what people are trying
It's each.
I'm going to be honest with you, it's definitely not the black community against the trans community. And the reason why that could never be is because isn't there black people in the trans community? Sometimes this is what really confuses me when these kind of topical conversations come out. I always think to myself, like, I wonder what the black people who are actually trans, I wonder what they think about all of this stuff. Like, where do they stand in this? Can they be mortified about racism and then mortified about homophobia at the same rate? I don't know. It'd be good to hear from one of them, to be fair. But I just feel like Courtney, like I'm saying, I know that we've had hard back and forth, etc., but I always deemed you as somebody that, one, you don't read the room, and two, sometimes when you talk, you do more damage than good, because it's always hyper emotional. You're not thinking logically about the things that you say until you listen back, or somebody in your circle checks you, and then you come back, and then you go, oh, I didn't mean it. Like, before you say things, read the room and have the knowledge and understanding of what you're saying, because that does not make sense. It's definitely not a war between the two. Yeah, because it's only one individual, two individuals that I see going back at each other at this moment of time, which is obviously Evil Queen and Torian. So they're one people. They are, when it comes to this stuff, they're a minority compared to the whole community. And that's what I try to say on Angie's stage, where it's like, regardless if Eva Queen thinks that she's only going for Shep, when you're bringing in like slavery and all of that kind of stuff, everybody from the black community is going to be affected. Yeah. So we need to just keep these things in mind. Like you using the slur by mistake earlier, but you say it's a slur, and I get that in this day and age you say it's a slur, but it's still in the dictionary. The word spaz is still in the dictionary. If you want, I can read you out the full terminology. When you're growing up saying a certain word, I get it. I get it. Things change all the time, innit? I was agreeing with you. No, I'm just saying because people say it all the time, but as you can tell, it slips out. Yeah, it's. I've said this before in Birmingham. We do use it as a slang thing. I correct myself straight away because I know that other people can be offended by it, and I'm not coming on this app to offend people. You with me? So I always do correct myself straight away. But at the same time, it's like it is something that I've used from a young age. I actually have a song and a lyric. I've used it in a lyric, and now if I ever say that lyric, I won't use that word. Big up yourself, Hayley. All right, let's listen to the end of this.
You versus the black community.
Yeah. That's what people are
Thank you for the
do.
shares and the likes. Let's get to 10k likes. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Trust me, hey. Trust me, hey.
Good, thank you.
I'm not even going to say I'm back, but I'm back for the moment. So whilst I'm here, enjoy the content, please.
Yeah, I'm good. Because I've been watching this and I've obviously had my opinion. I don't like. Obviously, I don't agree.
Who's that, Chantal?
Actions you've done. That's by the by for me. What I'm hearing though, and quote me if I'm wrong. I heard you 3 or 4 days ago saying that racism is a mockery.
Big up Arnie. Thank you, Arnie, man.
Actions that you've done. I don't disagree that you most probably appeal off with this app like the rest of us. I completely understand. I'm not going to shed any hate. I don't feel that we should be disregarding the racism like we do.
No, but that's what they do. When it comes to me, everything else gets disregarded. That's the problem. When it comes to me, everything else gets disregarded. Anything I do, you lot are holding.
I have to agree with it, you know, still.
I'm not
gonna lie.
Like, I really don't. You lot are wasting your time. I'll be honest.
What I want to put, let me just put this to Chippy as well, because Chippy, I watched you live this morning.
I didn't watch it, so I don't.
I watched you live this morning, and there was a point that kind of just peeved me.
You know what? Everybody is allowed to have their outrage when it comes to this situation. You with me? Like, I'm not out here trying to dismiss anybody, but I have to admit that sometimes when it comes to Torian, people go harder at Torian than they do for other people. You with me? I used to bear witness to it all the time when me and her was really tight. I used to see some certain content creators do certain stuff and they'll just paper over the cracks. The moment T does anything on that level, the whole app is in uproar. So I have to agree with that still. Agree with what T was saying. When it comes to her, everybody always makes it a big thing.
It's not even beat about.
And I'm not even saying it's not a big thing. That's fine if you're going to hold somebody accountable for their actions. But my thing is that do that for everybody. Don't be selective.
And the push, it peeved me off.
Hey everybody, is this an EQ hate type of thing? It's definitely not a hate, no.
Dug out or pulled up Torian on the shit that she's done.
What?
Wait, one minute, T.
Yeah, go on.
If you have been here
Big up
for
yourself,
a year,
Delaney.
this woman has been pulled up.
Big up, sorry for keep, but big up yourself, Delaney, because you know what? Accountability is in the key, is the key when it comes to this stuff. Nobody is perfect, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, you start to see things unraveling and start to think, you know what? The things that she was saying or the things that NJ was saying, I can see it for myself now. And when that happens, that's when you can think, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to think the way I have thought before because I can see it with my own 2 eyes now. Remember, this app is remember, the people on this app, some of them are the most manipulating people you will ever come across. Some of these people cannot have a job or they can't do what they do online in real life because it will get called out, but they think by manipulating the masses on here that they're gonna get your money. Yeah, your money. That's all they're on here for, to create as much uproar that they can so that the vulnerable people who might, because majority of the times that's sending these massacres, they are vulnerable people, but they do this stuff in hopes that the vulnerable people would have the same mindset as them and think, yeah, I'm gonna give you my money because you are being the vice for me. Yeah, this is why I say certain content creators, due to their niche in their chat, is what they are. You with me? So when I go to certain places and I'm speaking nicely and all this kind of stuff and I'm getting like hate thrown at me, It's nothing to do with me or what I'm saying. It's to do with those people's mindsets in there, and it's to do with the content creator allowing those people to act the way they act in the chat. I've just joined and haven't listened to you before. I followed you in Black Popes yesterday. Big up yourself, Fiona. Big up yourself. Stick around because I am going to play a Black Popes video as well. I feel like Torian should go in spaces where she's respected. 100%. But you see, the thing is, T enjoys the mix-up. She likes going into places where people don't like her. And she likes going in there and doing her thing. You know what I mean? Who am I to judge? You asked the girl. I'm like, we was tight. And I never ever said to T, you can't go where you can or cannot go, or rare. Like, she's her own person. This is what I can't understand, when all you lot message me and say, sort T out, or tell T this, or tell T that. I think to myself, have you not watched the girl? Have you not been around her? Like, I'm not her partner. I'm not her dad. I can't tell that girl where she can and cannot go, or what she can and cannot do. And I don't pay her bills. You with me? So really and truthfully, yeah, Jag, I'm gonna let everybody up after. So really and truthfully, can we just... This is one of my main things that I wanted to put across today, especially with what Gypsy Queen was saying. Like, everybody is an individual, yeah? Let's start, what's the word? Let's start judging people on their individual actions, yeah? So regardless if I was tight with T, or sympathise with the facts that you was goading her mum and her children, etc., I still said that she took it to the next extreme by saying what she said about your son. When she said that she lost the argument, it happens when people are goading you. When people goad you, if you go harder for that person, then what that person come for you, that person then becomes the victim. It's the same with this situation. Evil Queen likes to poke people, yeah? She pokes people. Then the moment people come back for her, then she's playing the victim. I'd like I says, I would respect you more if you stood on 10 toes and was like, yeah, she said what she said because I said what I said, and now I'm going to say something back, and it's going to be back and forth. But then when you come online and you say, but oh my God, she was homophobic. Oh no, she dead named me. She's going to say all the things that she can say to hurt you because that's what you're doing to her. I feel like that should be common sense. So Gypsy Queen, if you are watching, if you say to a person, your mother is rotting and being ate by spiders, if that person finds out some information about you and uses it against you, then how can you complain? How can you complain? You've said nasty shit yourself. This is why I don't respect you, Gypsy Queen, because in all that situation, you played the victim. Instead of saying, yo, I get it. Look, what she said was horrible, but I done X, Y, and Z. Your accountability would have made you better in that situation, but because you flung stones and then tried to hide behind people is the reason why we don't respect you. I don't respect you. Big up everybody in the chat, man. Shmello, big up S in the building. Big up Andrea, I see you.
For days, weeks, months, absolutely everything. Now you,
yes, Jag, definitely.
For a short amount of that year, I was here from the start.
She is. I seen it the other day. She's obsessed.
Yeah.
Alright then, so if you've known that, you could have privately messaged me. You came at me, hold on, one section.
I know
you came at me, let me speak. You came
this
at
is
me,
Chippy, I
like,
think.
out of everyone. You could have just DM'd me and said, T, do you know what? I don't agree with what you've done. Boom, boom, boom.
Context
But you tried to
and
call me out of everyone. I would
Thank you,
never do
Fiona.
that to you. Like you said, you've known me. I would never do that to you, bro. That's weird. I come in your lives. I support your fucking FYP. I chill. I bust banter with you. You, Chippy, could have DM'd me. I was sitting in Angie's live. 1 second, let me land, and you can speak. I was sitting in Angie's live, fucking defending you to the core, bro. To the core. And you want to do me like that? You will never talk to me again. I don't care what you say. I'll be honest with you. Because from time you done that, you can never have a conversation with me, and I will never care about your opinion.
I don't really care.
Can I just say?
Hold on, you haven't just I don't care, Torian, right?
Chippy, I promise you this point's going to make sense. Torian, to be fair, if I not sat on this app and been defending you and messaged you...
I don't know these two relationships, so Thank you, Andrea. I don't know their relationship, so I don't know whether they're tight like that to have that, oh, let me message you first before we come on. You see, when it comes to doing For You pages, unless this is what, you know what, the best For You pages on here are the people that just stay on the sideline. Don't create these friendship circles that when somebody in your friendship circle does a mad thing, you then feel a conflict of interest to talk on it. It don't work like that. And I feel like the content creators as well, you should take that into accountability as well. If your actions are going to do something mad on the app, then you can't really feel some sort of way when you're around people who you know do For You pages and then they talk on you. It's the same with the whole Miss Red thing. It's like you can't be mad at her or pressure her not to talk on you when you do a mad thing on the app and that's the talk of the app, because what happens then is that the host will lack credibility. Well, I'm going to go and listen to her For You page when I know that all she's going to do is cover for this person and that person and that person. I feel like For You pages, you should literally be on the fence with everything. Big up, Maid. Yes, we're here now, Maid. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not a For You page hosting. I honestly feel like I could do a good For You page, but I feel like if I was, I would just have to be real to myself. I'd have to be real to myself. I think if it had been Luke or Red, Chippy would have DM'd them. Okay. Full disclosure, I like EQ. She has some unique qualities that I appreciate, but I see it all. This is my thing, like, I get it, because I'm not trying to pressure people who you should and should not like. Everybody likes people for different reasons. You might find her humorous or whatever. You see, my thing is and this is something that I had to think about myself, because some of the AI videos that she done, I actually liked them. I liked the DG one with is Mrs. Chloe or whatever her name. Sorry, I don't want to say her name wrong, but I liked that one. There was one that she done of Miss Red and Luke, which was a bit more light-hearted. I liked that one. That was a bit funny. And then she done that one, which I didn't like. So am I conflicted in saying, oh, it's all good to laugh and joke at the ones that I do like, but then the ones that affect me, like, feel some sort of way about it? I don't know. What do you think? But I just feel like when it comes to certain things, i.e. slavery, that's just a no-go. No go. Do you know what I'm saying? And then the same thing is that if people are going to let it go over their heads, this is what's going to happen with T now saying that she is Andrew. It's going to be tit for tat, innit? Sometimes, though, I'm like, of course you have that right. Can you up me? You are? What the hell does that mean? Anyway, let's get back to this video because I do want to do the other one. It's mocking a lifetime of history. Thank you.
2 ways, right?
What are you talking about?
It's always the same, innit?
So because
Don't
I
call
asked
me
if
out.
you're
Why?
cheating on
So
your
some
husband.
people
But
can't
Courtney,
see you.
I'll be real with you.
What? Courtney cheating on her husband? What? Yo. Oi, what? Hold on. Sorry, I gotta be excited there. Don't tell me I X'd the whole thing. No! I think I've X'd it. Wait. With Alex Springer! No! Oi, don't piss me off. Are you not being for real? Where have I been? How long ago was this? Oi, don't piss me off, oi! Nah! Whoa, my eyes are watering, I can't even see. It was one phone call. Last week it came out. Oh, I was at work all night. So this is how I know that I'm tapped out of TikTok, you know. We can be flexible. Comes to supporting one person but cringing at some content. Yeah! Nah! That's not a lie. What? Yo! Alright, let me go back onto TikTok. Shit then. With Alex Brigham? They were not in any kind of relationship. Alex was single. There was a right beef between Courtney and Top Girl. You know what? Sometimes I do see Top Girls because I'm a break. Sometimes I think, oh, what's going on TikTok? Because sometimes I do check in on Top Girl and whatever. But there's always something going on. I miss that one. Is that really on Netflix? No, it isn't. It's my old niche that I used to use. But we're bringing it back. Right, so where was I again now? I can't believe I exited that. Oh, wait there, actually. I can go to history, can't I? Whoa, I got some exploring to do after this. Oh my gosh. Oh, it ain't coming up. Oh, recently closed. Oh, that's annoying. Wow! Wow! Where is she? Big up Mr. Unknown in the building. This woman used to do the most on my name. You see Courtney, yeah? She has ran so many lives on me, yeah? She is lucky. Let me tell you, she's lucky that I weren't about last week because I would have fired up a live. I would have got everybody in there and we would have had a laugh at your expense because you love pushing live on me. She's not the nicest. She's vile. I'm sorry, she's vile. Vile woman. Come on, NJ, get with the program. I ain't been about. Like I'm saying, like I'm saying. Do you talk out my head's gone? My head's gone. I can't believe this. With Alex fucking Brigham. Fucking hell. She wanted to look at the mushroom, didn't she? Oh my god, nah. Right, what page was I just on then? Was it FYP Enders? Fucking hell. What did the husband say about all this then? Did the husband come on live and all that? What happened? A poor husband. To be fair, he's probably out there doing his thing anyway. I mean, I would if I was him. FYP Enders. You know what I mean? It's probably an open thing now at this stage, like an open relationship or whatever. Oh, here we go, live on NJ later. But I don't care. You know what? It's actually funny because these same people that used to run lives on me, your Courtneys, your Devons, all these people, the fucking wrong-uns themselves. This is my thing. What used to piss me off when I used to be like, hold on, mate. You've got all these people saying all this mad shit on my name when you have a look in the newspaper, Devon Anderson, and I'm like, pfft. So I knew about all this shit from ages ago. So when I seen it come to light, I thought, yeah, fuck are you, mate? Because you're out here trying to put dirt on next people's name like you ain't got dirt on your own name. Like, how dare these people think they can come on here and be so opinionated when they've got all these skeletons in the closet? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You go on like you're the woman savior. Whatever. I'm telling you now, when I used to just watch him, how he used to talk to the people and moves in the circles, I used to think, for a man that's meant to have a missus at home and he's meant to be happy, you sure are very flirty with all the women on TikTok. But, you know, as a man, I just thought, oh, yeah, do your thing, mate. No jealousy or anything. So when it all come to light, you know, this guy who's been on Tinder, he's been harassing women all over all these years. Mate, I could have come on here and absolutely tore you apart. Anyway, where was I, man? Where's that other page? FYP Enders. I got on with her. Who did you get on with? She was throwing herself at Rickster too. She's got form. Am I missing something when I see her? I don't know, man. I don't know. But all I'm saying is I just don't feel like I don't feel like she's qualified to talk on certain issues like this. Nah, I don't think you are. I don't think you're strong enough. You don't have a backbone and you don't know how to conduct your stage. It's always a shit show. Or you're like, oh, I can't do this. I'm dropping everybody and I'm coming offline. Why start something if you can't finish it? I tell people this all the time. If you're not that kind of person that you can finish something, then why are you talking on it? What's that page that I was just on? Somebody help me out, man. Official Rick's Live. Who did you get on with? Oh, man. Evil Queen. Let's see if I could even put Chippy in, if it'll come back up. Thank you for all the follows as well, people. I've been single for a long time. She's getting right in there. What am I doing wrong, mate? I don't know why she actually thinks that she's prestige like that. I don't know who's been in her inbox gassing her up, but boy, sir, they need to stop. Because what happens is the ego inflates and then they start thinking that there's something that they're not. Good afternoon, Renee. What's that? Oh, was that Renee? Good afternoon, Renee. Sorry. Thank you for all the heart me's. But guys, I need that page that I was just on. Somebody tell me what that page was, please. Because I looked in the history and it's not there. I got a bit too excited and I exited. Her personality leaves a lot to be desired. Well, this is it, man. This is it. It really does. It really does. I cannot... I've just been on there. It's not on there. I cannot believe this person that's so high and mighty on morals was all up in Brigham's inbox doing the most. I can't believe it. Where's Chef? I can't believe it. I'm shocked. This is how you know I'm out of all the circles, because I'm telling you, a few months back, people would have messaged me and been like, you never guess what? Because I don't fuck with people like that no more on here. I don't hear nothing unless I see it myself. But I am, oh man. Oh, that has made my day, that has. Oh, I wish I was around, because I'm telling you, I would have been in boxes doing the most. Oh, was it Blast the FYP? It might be Blast. Nothing shocks me on this app. I'm telling you, nothing shocks me. Big up yourself, Cows. Big up yourself, Miss Z. How are you? You okay? I did have a For You page that had 2 interesting videos, but I can't find them now. I literally can't find them. It's not on FYP Enders. People start putting all them FYP pages in here again, please, so I can find it. It's definitely not FYP Enders. Gee, I'm with your ex right now. Got a good look to you, mate. I mean, flipping out, X is an X for a reason, right? Tell her I said, hey. What's up, FYP drama? Right, I'm trying to find the video of on Courtney's page with Torian and Chippy having an explanation. Come on, Miss said. You know, literally people say stuff in your chat to bother you. Honestly, I'm one of those people. I'm so unbothered by all that kind of stuff. You are not going to trigger me with that. Blaster, I've gone on to Blaster. I just read that person's comment. She said my rod was too small. That's hilarious. Oh, you should do your own surviving, Courtney, right? Right? Alright then. I'm telling you. It was Defo. Alright, let me try again. FYP Enders. Oh, this is funny, man. Flipping out. I need to come back. I'm having a while of a time here. FYP Enders. I see Pearl. Oh, that's why. Okay, yes, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's go back to it.
I said, oh, Chippy, please don't talk to me. Please.
She's showing me videos of you crying for her.
Yeah, bye. Go start your family problems. Angry man.
Tori, can I tell you what you're doing?
What am I doing? Because you lot seem to know.
You does. You're not. Oh, guys, don't remove her. I don't think that's fair. We need to. I want to have a conversation with her. Please.
If you're gonna have a conversation, tell your mods to stop dropping me.
Right. Torian, I know what you're doing, right?
Mention
I've got it now.
again, sorry, and I'll remember.
Oh, go and drink from a
I have Fiona,
I'm
yeah.
the only one fucking defending you up there. Shut your mouth.
Don't want you defending me.
Alright, piss off, stop talking
Sorry, I
to me then.
didn't hear that. I didn't hear
I don't
that.
need-
Anyways, I said go sort out your family problems. That's what I said. That's not
Yeah, what's it got
talking
to
about
She
your
outed herself.
But that's got
after
nothing
you
to
was
do
on
with
live talking
You know why she probably outed herself? Because she just wanted the attention in it and the drama.
about me.
Absolutely, I'll talk about
Anyways, go on, Courtney.
Please, can you just stop talking about other people's family? Please.
I
You
just
don't-
said I didn't speak about his family. I
know,
said
but
to
it's
go
not-
sort it out.
But it's
He's
not
so
nice
focused
for
about
me.
me.
again.
But
You can't
nothing-
be direct, can you, Tori? You've just got to be sly about it all.
Go and sort out your family issues, Chippy. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
sly.
What do you mean I've got to be
Sorry,
sly about
stop.
Underhanded
What the hell?
slyness.
Don't antagonise me.
Sorry.
No, I'm antagonising
Anyways,
all
go
I
on,
want.
Courtney.
What are you going to do about it? Nothing.
Go on, Courtney.
Absolutely
This
nothing.
is Marcus. Stop
Everyone
saying
stop. Can we please just have
Whatsoever she stood up for me.
You know, this is what I can't stand. I'm sorry, Chippy, if you're watching or any of Chippy's people. Imagine if I said that to a woman on this app. The uproar. NJ has threatened a woman. What are you going to do about it? If I said to a woman, what are you going to do about it? Then there will be an uproar. This is what I'm saying about the selectiveness on this app. Why I just choose not to be in all these clicky circles, man. It's just foul play. Like, why are you saying, what are you going to do about it? That's something I'd say to her, man. What are you going to shut me up? What are you going to do about it? She's a woman, bro. What are you expecting her to do? Claw your face off? Weird.
For me or not. She's
Alright.
still wrong in what she did.
Okay, cool, man. Whatever, man.
Pick up Angelica.
Anyways, go on, Courtney.
right. I know what you're doing, right?
What am I doing?
You're doing what EQ does, right? EQ doesn't actually do something right in direct that's racism, right? She's very indirect with it because she goes, but I
Thank
didn't
you
say
for the
it.
likes,
Like the
guys.
Laura
So,
song.
thank you.
I didn't actually physically say that.
She's
Big
not
up
in-
S,
she's not
thanks for the
really
heart, man.
indirect. She's very much direct.
No, I know, but you know what I mean. She's playing a game where she's not physically using the word over a video of Laura, so she's being racist, but she'll go, but it's not me that's saying it. She also put bags over her head just now, so that it doesn't look like she's doing anything.
Not too much on the Scottish crew, you know, because I've got a lot of Scottish following, yeah. And I actually found out not long ago that I've got a little bit of Scottish in me as well still. Is she really on Netflix? No, but she will be if she carries on.
Wrong, and she can't be called out for it, right? Tori, why are you doing that?
I'm not doing that, though. You can't
You're
compare what
trans.
I've done to the thing.
So you're trans.
I'm being serious about I'm actually being serious about my transition, and everyone's coming at me saying I'm trans, I'm this and that. None of you lot know my life. None of you lot know what I'm doing. Nobody knows nothing about me. But yet you lot seem to think that you lot can sit here and say no, she's not. You don't know. You lot don't fucking know me. You lot don't know me.
Do you think you could be voted into transphobia?
I'll be honest, I think T's trolling. I don't know. I haven't had a conversation with her off app for months now, but I do think she's trolling still. I don't think that she's transitioning, but
Yeah.
who knows?
What? Sorry?
Do you think you could be goaded into transphobia?
Can I be goaded into transphobia?
Yeah.
I think you could be goaded into a lot of things.
So you think we could be goaded into being racist?
Yeah, of course. It just takes one thing.
That not taking back everything we've been saying on this app for you.
I'm only joking, man.
Everything we've
What do you mean, Coles?
Relax.
What do you mean? She probably is.
You don't need to get.
We'll have to ask her, innit? I say, yo.
Serious. Like, this is serious. No, this doesn't affect me. I'll be real. I could switch off this app. None of this affects me. But I worry for every single minority that's getting absolutely bashed on this app for a war. Because that's what's happening.
Yeah, trolling. She's the queen of
It's
trolling.
not the trans community versus the black community.
But that's what people are trying
It's
to do.
EQ versus the black community.
Yeah.
That's what people are trying to do.
Torian, can I ask if you're okay, firstly?
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, you're right, Chantal. I'm good, thank
you're
you.
right. Yeah, I'm good. Because I've been watching this, and I've obviously had my opinion. Like, obviously, I don't agree with whatever actions you've done. That's by the by.
Gaza or one of those ops over on that side. How am I a bully? You getting muted still. It's been how long since I've come off the app? Yeah, mute them, man. It's been how long since I've come off it, and these lot are still affected by my presence. It's sad still.
eye for me. What I'm hearing though, and quote me if I'm wrong, I heard you the 3 or 4
What did you
days
say,
ago saying
Fiona?
that racism is a mockery, and now I see you doing that action.
Cows, I have like 5
I
mods.
disagree that you most probably
Kettles, sorry.
with this app like
I
the
have
rest
5
of us.
mods.
I completely understand. I'm not going to shed any hate. I don't feel.
You know what? I'm gonna go to part 2, and the reason I'm gonna go to part 2 is because the reason I'm just gonna go over to part 2 is because I've just gotta be open and honest. Yeah, when Torian was having all this backlash from everybody for the things that she said regarding that young boy to Gypsy Queen, Chantal, along with a lot of her circle of friends, turned their back on T and turned their back on me as well. In a sense of, how can I support Torian when she said what she said, knowing that I've had family members that have been unalived by K crime as well. Yeah, these are the kind of things that those circle of friends that were saying. So T said what she said because she was goaded. I understood that. That's why I backed her. I didn't back what she says. I didn't rate what she says, and I told her that. You get me? And I told her, if you ever come on this app and say anything like that again, I'm done with you. That's what my stance was on the situation. I'm not saying that people shouldn't deal with the situation different and that they shouldn't have their way of dealing with things, but it's like how my morals and how my mindset is set. I couldn't turn my back on somebody for one thing and then now sympathise with them now because racism's involved. For me, I find that fake. I find it fake. Because there's no difference from what Eva Queen is doing now to what Gypsy Queen was doing before. Yeah, right there, let me get some tissue. Allergies all over the gap. Because, you know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning myself, and I'm still learning on the ways how people move, and I'm still learning that people don't stand up for what's right when it's the unpopular thing to do. They only stand up for what's right when it's the popular thing to do. Don't let that go over your head. Yeah? So whilst other content creators were burying their head in the sand and hiding away from the situation, I was frontlining. You with me? Frontlining, taking smoke, losing followers, having lives ran on me. But now it's the popular thing to do to back that person just because Eva Queen was racist. Now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. I'm sorry, nah. You're better than Tori and she's full of it. Not a good soul. Obviously, everybody's going to have their... I get why you feel that way towards Okoba, and that's fine. You're allowed your opinion. Chantal is a good person, though. I'm not discrediting whether she's a good person or not, but what I am discrediting is why now? Why now? Why pop up now and show your allegiance towards T because you see all the backlash she was getting? That ain't never changed. She was still being targeted and goaded at wherever she was last year. But why couldn't you see that then? And why are you seeing it now? Because it's racism. Like, T's mum is not my mum, but I love my fucking mum. You with me? And at the end of the day, if somebody was I haven't lost my mum, so I don't even know how my mindset is going to be when that day comes. But if somebody was continuously goading my mum and telling me that my mum is getting ate by spiders and all that kind of stuff, well, what do you expect me to do? I'm going to take off your head top, whether you're a woman or a man or alien. You don't talk on the deceased. That's the first thing. And you don't talk on somebody's dead parent. Like, you don't do that. Torina's a good person here, and you watch her when she's on the hot seat after she's reacted. Exactly. No, what Torian said was reprehensible, and so was what Gypsy Queen said. Exactly, but that was my sentiment all along. What I said that T took it to the next level, which she did. And that's when she lost the fight. But what I wasn't prepared to do is just to dismiss what got her to that level. You with me? Come on, man. It's fight or flight sometimes. You get me? Every action has a reaction. So even when you see people do a madness, automatically you think, oh, that's wrong, and etc, etc, etc. But then if you got the backstory, oh wow, they all unalived the guy in JA because he unalived a young girl. If you don't know the backdrop and you just seen bare people stamping on somebody or whatever, you'd be like, oh my God, why is everybody doing that to that person? But then when you hear the story, well, that person unalived a young girl, then you're going to be like, oh yeah, well, he deserved it, right? Context is always the key. And this is what I'm trying to say when it comes to this kind of stuff. Look at it from all points. Don't look at it as, oh, I don't like... So I could say, look, me and Tease fell out. This is my key opportunity now to throw her under the bus, because as far as I'm concerned, she never had my back the way I had hers. This would be my prime time to do that. But no, I'm not going to do that, because wrong is wrong. Racism is wrong. That video that she done mocking slavery is wrong. So then if T clapped back at her now, this woman has brought it on herself. Do you know what I'm saying? But like I'm not trying to be this bitter guy, but sometimes like I can't stomach fakeness in it. And I can't stomach, and I don't rate when people go for me for something and then down the line they go and do the same thing. You want to look down your nose at me for backing T, but now you're showing your allegiance. Well, for me personally, I would have rathered your allegiance all that time when people were doing the most to try and rub me out for having somebody's back when I looked at the whole situation. The woman does not go out of her house. She thinks she's untouchable. Well, this is it. It's hypocrisy, innit? Exactly, it's a hypocrisy. And when people are doing, like, when you're being a hypocrite... So I'm just glad that when these kind of stuff happen, it does really show to you. And it really like makes my mind think that it wasn't the fact that what I was doing was wrong. It was the fact that I was blowing up on this app. I was leaving all these people behind, and they felt inferior to me because of the power that I had on the app. And any way to jump on the bandwagon to hate me, they all done it. They all done it. You get me? So, yeah. Let's just be real, Lenny. Just be real. If you feel something about somebody, just keep that feeling. Don't be back and forth or pussyfooting around the person because now you feel like it's the in thing to do. It just doesn't sit well with me still.
Keep it up, and that's the whole fucking lives. This is just an app.
Well, let's hear from Mary Motormouth. She's normally got a lot to say.
They can.
I don't get that, Flo Mary, because we're sitting there when anyone is racist towards someone and they've been whatever
You got
attacked,
Miss Z,
the moment we
Miss Z.
instantly say you can't go someone to be racist.
And can I just say, this is the problem with this app. When all this arose with Torian's video of showing racism, and when EQ did the video saying NNN, right? The main topic at the time was two consented adults. So what's happened?
Thank you for the follow.
Important situations in life have been brushed under the carpet. And transphobia is also an important topic. But now the two consenting adult situation is over and done with, and the transphobia has come out. That's now being the focus as well. This is my problem with this fucking app, right? There is things in the world that affect the world outside of this pissing app, right? And people's main focus
Chelsea's talking
on what's
sense,
going on in
can't lie.
people's personal lives. It's fucking ridiculous. That has been the focus for 4 days when actually there's been real life situations going on. And I mean everything, the racism, the transphobia, the ableism, I mean everything, right? But it's not been the topic of conversation. It's not been the focus. It hasn't been fucking played properly. No one's really spoken about it. Let's be fucking realistic over the last 4 days. And that's why I came up. Because people need to open their eyes. They need to open their eyes to what's going on that actually affects the world.
Well, that video that was put out yesterday by was discussing, and I even commented on it, Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I can't really hear from Cows either because Cal still hasn't apologized for being on the internet till early hours in the morning trying to proclaim that I'm something that I'm not. She still hasn't apologized, so I'm definitely not playing her on my platform. Everything that Chelsea was saying was true. I feel like it happens a lot on this app where people are so in a TikTok and they're neglecting the real issues that we have in the world, and maybe real issues that's actually going on in their life. I get it that people come on here to take their mind off things, but the moment you to put your phone down or you come off live, whatever it was that you was running away from is still going to be there waiting for you. You get me? Me and Charles have had our little back and forth over the past and that, but everything that she said there was just real. Like, yous like are literally like, you're so invested in TikTok that you're failing to see what the fuck is going on in your real life. Do you know what I'm saying? Some people love the mix up. Oh yeah, I know. Some people actually live for it. And remember, some of these people are actually in the background, are actually conspiring around the mix up. And they're actually sitting there like, yeah, what can we do to cause mass reaction on the app? I know, mate, you be racist this week, I'll be racist that week. Or we'll get them to be homophobic. We'll play the victim and then we'll get all the gifts. Yeah, we'll cause the divide, because this is what they say about this divide. There ain't no flipping divide. I'm telling you that right now. There ain't a divide. There's just a squabble for gifts, who can be the biggest creator and who can get the most views. That's all it is on here. You with me? And I've seen that for myself, being somebody that was getting all the views and seeing how people fully just changed or was doing weird shit to get my attention. Oh my God, does she have a show? No, she doesn't. It's very detrimental to a lot of people's well-being. Well, this is it. A lot of people, but at the same time as well, this is the sad thing, is that not everybody has that strong voice to understand what's entertainment and what ain't. You with me? And this is my most worrying thing with Evil Queen and all these other content creators that do stuff like this. It might not be you, but you might have that tapped individual in your chat that might go out there and do the absolute mazza. That will go out there and maybe might see one of the people that you're coming for and think, you know what, I'm going to go and do something to them because I want some sort of hype or praise of this person here. Let's just be mindful of that. This is why I keep my account private. Honestly, it was only until I come on this app when I actually realised how many tapped people that we actually have in our environment. Do you know what I'm saying? Your children are not safe. Like, nothing is safe on here because these weird people will do everything in their power to try and get, like, infiltrate your real life. Because their life is shit, basically. That's what it boils down to. All they actually have is validation on this app. When they step out of their doorstep, they're still going to be known as the fodder that they're known of, that they're known for in their area. Big up Michelle, what you saying? You know the song, Your Love Give Me a Thrill, but it doesn't pay my bill. Yes, Janice. I hear what you're saying with that terminology still. What I've seen with people's addresses and putting pictures up, it's so bad. All I'm saying is, all those people that do that, it will always come back on them in the end, man. This app certainly attracts a certain type. Yes, it does. And Fiona, you was asking for a bit of a backdrop to the story. So, last year, there was a big, massive uproar on the app because there was a lot of back and forth going on regarding racism. There was a very, very popular content creator by the name of Pearl. I don't know if you've ever come across her. Pearl, please don't come up here and be like, why are you talking about me? And then they're just breaking down the story here. So obviously Pearl had called a well-known, I'm not going to say famous, but a well-known content creator on here, Orangutan, which caused a mass uproar around the whole of TikTok. People like Paige, Torian were the main two people, yeah. And then obviously this guy called Tony started getting involved. Fifi! So the one day I rose up on Miss Red stage, spoke very eloquently, articulated myself really well. Then I became a part of the alliance. Would I say it was an alliance? I don't know. Let's just say we was the La Resistance. So we was the resistance. So anybody that was really talking about racism, like, we'd go up and we'd have our say, yeah? We had a massive team of people that was behind this. Wasn't just black people, because big up all the allies, all the white allies, all the Asian allies, all the alien allies, all the people that was riding out. Big up yourself, because for me personally, I don't care whether you're black or white, wrong is wrong, right? And if you've got a backbone to call out people of your own creed for the stuff that they're saying, then you earn my respect tenfold, because I know it ain't easy to do. Because what you have to remember is that black people, Asian, mixed race, we're the minority in this country. Oh, thank you. We're the minority in this country. So for you, the majority, to go across people of your own kind, to call out something that doesn't even concern you, I respect you so much. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it warms my heart when I see people that don't even identify with me riding out for me. And when I say for me, I'm on about for people who identify the same as me. Because look, I work with young people, and I promise you, thank you, Fiona, and I promise you, nobody's kid is inadequate to another kid. Like, no, I don't treat the black kid better than the Asian kid, or the Asian kid better than the white kid. I don't do.
How are you?
Oh. Sorry, people. No disrespect to him and whatever his struggle is. I'm trying to have my conversation. I can't read your comments because he keeps spamming. I thought I press. You know what I mean? But anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't treat anybody's child any better because of their colour, because of their gender, or anything like that, yeah? So that's how I am. But I'm aware that not everybody is like that. Yeah, and I'm aware of that because when I was in school, I could do something and my friend could do something. It was exactly the same. I'm the one that's getting sent to the head teacher. My friend will get told, oh, don't do that. Yeah, these are like just little tiny things that I always used to feel, why me? The injustice, why me? And it's only until you get a bit more older, or they might slip up and say something that will give you that light bulb moment. Oh, it's not me, it's this. Yeah? It wasn't what I had in my brain, it was this. So no matter what I'd done, how nice I was in the morning, no matter if I give myself a pep talk before I went to school, when I go in, I'm going to do all my work, he just didn't like me. You with me? So when I see people standing up against what's wrong, it flipping warms my heart. Yeah? Because this is what we should see as we are humans, right? This is a shell. When we leave this behind. Then, you know, some people believe in afterlife, some people believe in whatever you believe in. But what I'm saying is, this is your shell. So don't get so caught up over your shell and neglect what's going on in here, the beauty within, and stop judging people for this and judge them for this. What they got in there, how they treat people. Big up Sandy, my nursery friend. Big up yourself, Sandy. But that's how I am. You ask Sandy, she'll tell you the same way. I've worked with her son. I went to school with her and I've worked with her son. You ask her son. When Nathaniel was your youth worker, did he treat anybody any differently? And he'll tell you, nah, you mad. Like the same way, I'd stick up for anybody. I just don't like injustice. That's what the kind of person I am. But what I noticed on the app is that my coreness of who I am needs to just stay in real life. So I can bring who I am on here. Yeah, that's cool. But then I need to be mindful that people are not going to respect me for who I am. You with me? Because majority of the disrespect that I've took on this app in real life, that wouldn't happen. You with? And I'm not saying it wouldn't happen because I'm this staunch person that will box your face off. No, it's because if you actually had a conversation with me and got to know me as a person, you'd walk away and you'd be like, you know what? He's a real one, he is. Yeah? No, you didn't treat anyone different. You're a humble guy. Thank you. I've had both bias and colorist. Well, Fifi, this is another thing that I'm getting to as well when I'm talking about like past people coming forward and wanting to say X, Y, and Z. when I was on Angie's stage, I'm getting people in the comments saying, why is NJ up there? He's not for us anyway. What are you on about? I'm not for you anyway. I am for everybody. You with me? Like, what blows my head off, and I see a lot, yeah? And I know, and I know who sees it, feels it, and who feels it, knows it, right? Like, the colorism within the black community is something that really needs to be talked about. I've never ever had anybody question me about bleaching my skin. Like, nobody from the white community would ever say that to me. I've only had it from my own. Does it bother me? No, it doesn't bother me because I know I would never do anything like that. But let me tell you something now, yeah? It bothered somebody in my family. It bothered my granddad to the point where he became an alcoholic because he was in the Caribbean. And like I say, I only found out recently that we have Cuban and Scottish in our blood. And obviously that's from my granddad. Now, my granddad was lighter than me. He was like Bob Marley's complexion. And the same shit that Bob Marley had to go through in Jamaica with being the lightest skin and being castrated and not accepted is the same thing that happened to my granddad. He was bullied by his own family members for being lighter to the point where he sunk his sorrows in the bottle. And that was it. Even when he come to the UK, he still couldn't shake his childhood trauma, and it ended up that, you know, that he drank too much, unalived himself. Well, not unalived himself, but it was due to the drink why he fell down the stairs and passed away. Do you know what I'm saying? And because my thing is, people might do stuff and it might not sink in straight away, but then when I sit down there and pre, I think, raw, is this how my granddad might have felt at the time? Because, you know, sometimes you're just confused. Like, where has this come from? Like, I'm looking through old primary school pictures and I'm like, I've always been light. I've always been lighter than, like, if you put me next to my nan, do you know what I'm saying? My nan is staunch full black, do you know what I mean? But then you look at also the same with on my dad's side. My nan was staunch black and my granddad was mixed race. For not being a certain way, that's awful. Where would you feel you fit in? I know where I fit in. I fit in with my black community. Listen, I went back to St. Kitts. I went back to my mum and my dad's place of birth because my mum and my dad are from the same island. And listen, the mindset over there is nothing like the West. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember I'm a majority over there. I'm not a minority. So when I'm around my actual people from my country, I don't have to worry about all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? When I'm having conversations with them, some of the stuff that I talk to them about, they're like, but why are you worrying about that? And I'm like, well, actually sit there, I think, why do I worry about it? But how we living in the West and the things that, look what we're investing in, drama and TikTok and all that kind of stuff, whereas they're more invested of when's the rain going to come down so that our crops can stay alive, you know, like that. It's like, it's mad, but the colorism thing within the black community, it is something that definitely needs to be spoken about. You shouldn't have to worry no matter where you are. This is what I'm saying. You shouldn't, but I'm telling you, a lot of the times when, because us as a culture, we want respect, yeah, from other people, but you don't get respect from other people if people are looking in and seeing that you don't respect yourselves. Do you know what I'm saying? If I don't respect my people and who I have around me, how am I going to expect people from the outside to have respect for me and my people? You with me? Like, it doesn't work like that. It don't work like that. Like, I get it. We have this class in the West, but over there it's not like that. If I want all of you lot to have respect for me and respect for my sisters, then shouldn't I be following the same thing that I want you to do? Or is it going to be one rule for one and one rule for another? It just don't make sense. The sense ain't sensing on this app for some reason. Right. Another thing that I wanted to play, actually, it does tie into racism. So I'm hearing that Misha was racist to Torian. So let's have a little listen to this one then, because that shocked me still, I can't lie. I cannot lie. Here it is, Lord of mercy, it's the first one. Right.
Can you stop talking about my kids, please? Can you stop talking about my family, please? I've never spoke about your family. Ray Charles kids don't speak about families, I've never spoke. Who told you that I spoke about
Big
your
up,
family?
Janice.
A lot of people. I don't mind, guys. What, in your comments?
It makes me sick to my stomach.
So
I know Taurus.
I'm not going to name names. Because you're lying. No one told you. I promise you I'm not lying.
Big up, Ivy,
Misha,
post
you're a
anything.
big liar. That's why it's hard to believe. Stop requesting me then if I'm such a big liar. No, but you're saying I spoke. Fuck off. I can't be dealing with her. I'm not
Thank
a
you for
liar.
the follow.
I don't lie. Robin, I don't lie. Please don't accuse me of things like that. I don't lie. Yeah, but if people are coming to tell you that I said stuff about your family, it's not people that are coming to tell me. I've seen it. What did I say? Can you just leave me alone for once? But you're lying, though. Me and Savannah were having a good night, and you've come over and ruined it. I'm going anyway. I need to go call Harry. Bye. Because I need to find out what happened last night. Anyway.
Big up, Sideball. Thanks for the help, me, bro. What, like?
Misha? Yeah?
What did I miss?
You just said Tori's too dark for him. Yeah, because that's not her type.
Wow. No, she never said that.
Everyone
I missed
has
that.
a type.
I missed that. Is that what she said?
I'm going to end my live and get that live replay. What she just said. I'm going to put you.
Why isn't that letting me?
In my kitchen.
Talking about my kids, please.
Why isn't that letting me?
Talking about my family, please. I've never spoken about.
Sorry, this is some touch screen
Ray Charles kids don't speak about
laptop. It's not letting me scroll
Who told
across.
you that I spoke about your family? A lot of people. I don't mind.
Big up yourself, Delaney. I hope you're following, man. We're going to be doing more debates. Don't you worry. Slime Ball, thanks for the votes, bruh.
Because you're lying. No one told you. I promise you I'm not lying, Torian.
Thank you for the follow.
That's why it's hard to believe. Stop requesting me then if I'm such a big liar. No, but you're saying I spoke. Fuck off. I can't be dealing with her.
Wait there, Fit. I'm going to be quiet so I can hear.
Lie. Torian, I don't lie. Please don't accuse me of things like that. I don't lie. Yeah, but if people are coming to tell you that I said stuff about your family, it's not people that are coming to tell me. I've seen it. What did I say?
Thank you, Empress. Big up yourself.
Leave me alone for once. But you're lying, though. Me and Savannah were having a good night, and you've come over and ruined it. I'm going anyway. I need to go call Harry. Bye. Because I need to find out what happened last night. Anyway. It's too dark for him. Bye. Misha? Yeah? You just said Tori's too dark for him.
Sorry to laugh, but Torian's face was my face. Where is Misha? Misha, if you're here on your burner, you better run right now. She's not here. Misha! Wow, as if she said that! Right, I'm gonna share this to her. She better get in here now.
Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna go end my live and get that live replay. What she just said. I'm gonna put you on blast all over the app today. You crop my face out, please. Yeah, I'll crop your face out. I'm gonna go get that live replay, Misha, on my mother's grave today, bro.
Play it again,
I am
please.
going to make sure everybody knows. Harry said.
Right there, I'll play it again. Misha, I need to hear from you still. I can't even lie. I'm shocked at that.
Can you stop talking about my kids, please?
Can you hear it okay, Johnny?
About my family, please.
And big up Liverpool as well. I'm sorry to hear what happened to the fans.
Charles kids don't speak about families, I've never spoke. Who told you that I spoke about your family? A lot of people. I don't mind, guys. What, in your comments? No.
Oh,
so who?
That.
I'm not going to name names. Because you're lying. No one told you. I promise you I'm not lying, Torian. Misha, you're a big liar. That's why it's hard to believe. Stop requesting me then if I'm such a big liar. No, but you're saying I spoke. Fuck off. I can't be dealing with her. I'm not a liar. I don't lie.
This app's
When
wild,
I'm
man.
Darling, I don't lie. Please don't accuse me of things like that. I don't lie.
Yeah, but if people are coming to tell you that I said stuff about your family,
It's not people that are coming to tell me. I've seen it.
What did I say?
Can you just leave me alone for once?
But you're lying though.
Me and Savannah were having a good night. You come over
Rosalie, what do you mean by that?
I'm going anyway. I need to go call Harry
Bye.
because
Don't
I
ring
need to
Harry.
find out
He
what
don't
happened
like
last
to see
night.
you anyway.
He
It's too
does.
dark for him. Bye.
She basically said, you're
Sure.
too dark for him.
Yeah. You just
Harry's
have told
black
me too
himself.
dark. Yeah, because that's not her type.
Wow.
Everyone has a type.
Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna go end my live and get that live replay. What she just said. I'm gonna put you on blast all over the app today.
You got my face up. It's from
Evie,
I'll
I'm
put your face up.
shocked.
I'm gonna go get that live replay, Misha, on my mother's grave today, bro. I am going to make sure everybody knows.
But
said it,
I have
mommy.
something that I need to
You
say.
just said it, and you're
Harry
lucky.
said it.
You're lucky I don't get you nicked because of your racism. But you know what? You've taken it too far. You're taking it too far because I
You
never
take
even
it
brought up
too
your
personal
family.
all the time.
You're bringing up my color, and this is why you'll forever be a tough face looking man, bro. You're a man. Stop lying to these men and telling them that you're a woman, Michael. Anyways, I'm gonna go end my live and get the live replay. BRB.
So obviously, T's go to fucking hell, T. T's go to now when people are being racist towards her. It's gonna be the homophobia thing. That's what it looks like, innit? Because obviously, Misha's not a trans, but she's saying she's a trans, innit? Boy, sir. Now, with that situation, let me just keep it real, yeah? I think a lot of this falls upon Misha's partner. What's his name? Michael or whatever. This is a common thing which happens, yeah? And I can say this because I've had to shut it down myself. As black men, yeah, when we get with Caucasian women, time and time again, conversations may be had, yeah? And look, I'm just going from personal experience. Some of the things that I've heard come out of Caucasian women's mouths is wild, yeah? As a black man, I shut that down. The reason I shut it down is one, because it's wrong. Two, I have black family, sisters, women, mom, who I respect to the highest of level. So you ain't going to be talking about no black woman's hair. You ain't going to be talking about all the stereotypes that's placed upon a black woman around me. Another thing as well is that if you're not shutting that down, now let's say there's a content creator on here, Millie Dreams, yeah? Millie Dreams gets a lot of slack on this app when she just has her normal afro out. What's wrong with her having her afro hair out? That's her being natural, because remember, when black women wear weaves and all that shit, the first thing that gets said is, but why are you wearing white women's hair? But then when they have their natural hair out, they get violated for that. So I understand where where black women come from, where they're like, but if I do it this way and I do it that way, it's like I can't win. Then, like, use your head. So if that's the mindset of the woman that you're with or your partner, etc., God forbid if you two have children and it doesn't work out between you two, what's not saying that the same terminologies that she was using when she was describing black women, that it's not going to be used against your child? What's not saying that your child might have a fuzzbuzz, or like they say, a fuzzbuzz, yeah, or afro hair, and the moment that issue arises, that white woman says, oh, pick your head, or look at your hair, or if you as a man are not shutting those things down or explaining or teaching your white woman, it's not just white women, it could be Asian women or whatever, if you're not teaching them the understandings around afro hair, the understandings around racial discrimination, then you as the man, it's your duty. If you don't shut that down, then for me, you're wrong. Prior that this woman has is I'm not even gonna say racial, but she says racist undertones, yeah? Because sometimes people say stuff and they don't even actually realize how hurtful that stuff is because they're not from that culture. You with me? So it would be for me or for Harry or whatever. When you're with her and she says them things, you're like, yo, you do realise that I come from a black woman, right? You do realise that I have black sisters, right? Black nephews, this, that. Like you can't come around my people say them kind of things there. Microaggressions, this is it. Gives her confidence. I have a mixed son and a full black, so I know. She's racist, don't get me wrong, but she didn't. She's racist, don't get me wrong, but she didn't say that. Holly, you on about Evil Queen or you on about Misha? Sorry, I just played something else. Racial stereotypes. It can come under the same thing still. Could never say it to your face. No, these people that... Misha would never say that to Torian's face. Oh, I mean EQ, sorry. Yeah, nah, sorry, yeah. I'm not going on about that at the moment. Sorry, I just played something else. People like Gaza make her think it's okay. Yeah, but remember, people like Gaza, he panders to that. Yeah, he panders to that. Let me be real as well. Team Shep panders to that as well. Yeah, when it comes to that racism stuff. Yeah, she said a little one too, but then she kept it stepping. Why did she keep it stepping? Because she didn't want to be seen that she's pro-black. Because just scroll down her gifting and see who support her. Yep. Scroll down and see who supports her. So she will know, Shep will know, yeah, as much as, yeah, I want to speak out on racism, this, that. I don't want to make myself look too pro-black because then my gifters might stop gifting me. I ain't stupid. I see everything for what it is. This is why the girls got frustrated when all this shit was happening, because they're like, rah, I'm riding out for this woman, but where the fuck is this woman now? Where's this woman's platform when it's needed to combat against racism? It's nowhere to be seen because she don't want her platform to be about that. You get me? Which is fine. It's just cool. I don't mind that. But then when something does happen, don't be looking for people to be your ally when it's time for you to help other people. You're nowhere to be seen. You with me? Misha said that herself. I saw the live. Sorry, she got that a bit confused with Evil Queen. I just showed a video. Oh, I feel like I need to show it again. She actually said her dad was mixed. I don't believe he's mixed at all. I think once again that is just a mockery thing. And if he is mixed, he's either one of those mixed people that are not in tune with their culture, or she just don't like her dad or that side of the family, and that's the reason why she says what she says. You get me? Because if you are mixed, I'm sure, and you've had the influence of your family, I'm sure you would know not to say to somebody you're too dark for somebody. Like that's just pure racism. But for all the new people that are in here, this isn't Evil Queen. This is a content creator called Misha, and she said something racist to Torium. So I'm going to show you the video now. Well, I'll play the video.
Can you stop talking about my kids, please? Can you stop talking about my family, please?
Oh my gosh, this hay fever's licking me down, man. Oh, why does this keep happening? I literally just turned the laptop around and it's gone off. Right, for everybody that's in here, yes, I was having a discussion around Evil Queen. I feel like I've spoke on her as much as I can. Alright, here we are. And now I just wanted to just show this video because I'm really shocked. I'm very, very shocked. And I definitely will be having words with Misha still. And I'd like to hear from her partner, Harry or whatever his name is.
Can you stop talking about my family, please? I've never spoke about your family. Well, you know, Rachel's kids don't speak about families, don't. I've never spoke. Who told you that I spoke about your family? A lot of people. I don't know, guys. What, in your comments?
I didn't talk us, man. Nah.
So who? I'm not going to name names.
Tiny,
because you're lying. No one told you. I promise you I'm not lying, Torin. Misha, you're a big liar. That's right.
Fiona, yes. She's the one that has random men in there.
Fuck off. I can't be dealing with her. I'm not a liar. I don't lie.
Okay, Tasha, enough love.
Okay, Savannah.
Darling, I don't lie. Please don't accuse me of things like that. I don't lie.
Yeah, but if people are coming to tell you that I said stuff about your family,
It's not people that are coming to tell me. I've seen it.
What did I say?
Can you just
Mr. B.
leave me alone for once?
Right, when I come off here,
But
I'm
you're
gonna actually
lying,
go to the
Me
shop
and
and ask for
Savannah
some
were
of
having
that.
a good night. You come over and ruined it.
I'm going anyway. I need to go call Harry
Bye.
because
Don't
I
ring
need to
Harry.
find out
You
what
don't like
happened
him to
last
see
night.
you anyway.
He
It's too
does.
dark for him. Bye. Misha? Yeah? You just said tomorrow's too dark for him.
Who said that, Loki?
Wow.
Everyone has a time.
Wow. Anyways, I'm going to go end my live and get that live replay, what she just said. I'm going to put you on blast all over the app today.
You cut my face out, please go.
Thank you,
I'll cut
Melissa.
the face out. I'm going to go get that live replay, Misha, on my mother's grave today, bro. I am going to make sure everybody knows.
Harry said it, not me.
I promise. No, you just said it. And you're
Harry
lucky.
said it.
You're lucky I don't get you nicked because of your racism. But you know what? You've taken it too far. You're taking it too far. Because I
You
never
take
even
it
brought up
too
your
personal all
family.
the time.
You're bringing up my colour. And this is why you'll forever be
Thank
a
you,
tough
Melissa.
face looking man, bro. You're a man. Stop lying to these men and telling them that you're a woman, Michael. Anyways, I'm going to go end my live and get the live replay. BRB.
So for Holly, if you're still in here, that's what I wanted to show. Right, there's another thing that I actually wanted to show as well. I feel like I should just... I can't even use my For You page thing because mine's flipping... It's a nighttime one. Nighttime For You page. I don't want to keep playing these different videos. I did have her as the backdrop. I'm back. I'm off till Tuesday still, so I do actually have a little bit of time. I've done all of my paperwork. I've got a little few resources from a little St Children that I work for. So to be fair, yeah, it's just about relaxing, chilling, enjoying my little week off. Then I go back to work. I got 7 more weeks, and then I'm off for 6 weeks. Why? I'm off for 6 weeks, yo. Right. I don't know what you lot's opinion is. Big up the half-time crew, how you mean? Trust me, that's the perks of working with young people still. As much as they may burn me out from time to time, you see these little weeks off and that everyone's gone back to work. Yeah, cool, I'm back next Tuesday. And then 6 weeks off. And then Christmas off. Come on. We'll have all of it. Start reminding me how close the summer holidays is. Ah! Summer holidays. I can't bloody wait. Right, what's everybody's opinions on Dave Duran? Let's just keep it real. What's your opinions on Dave Duran? Me, I'm going to be honest with you, I can't stand the guy. I cannot stand him. I hate how he speaks to women. I feel like he's just one of those twats at the pub that gets wankered and gets levered every night. You know, one of them ones, oh, come on, I'll take on the whole pub, and the next minute, ping, and he's put out real quick. So I've never known someone that's got a big mouth for women, but then I go and see him fight DG, and he's just like he's a little weakling, isn't he? Weak excuse of a man. But I seen a video of him being racist towards Finny. I couldn't believe it. Talking about bloody banana boats. Can I find it? I don't think I can find it. He always gaslights people. Type of guy you'll find in the kitchen at a party. Yeah. Talking about how hard he was when he was in his young days. You know, one of them ones? Like fully just stuck in his olden day. Yeah, you might have had some hype when you was in school, mate, but you ain't got no hype anymore. And he's a manipulator, man. He literally manipulates bare people on here. Why can't I find it? See, because I'm on this, I can't find stuff. If you're no financial use to him, he seems to think you're a lesser human being. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that, where he's like, oh, if you don't gift, get out. Everyone block this person, block that person. Makes people feel like they have to gift to stick around in your shit show. You know what I mean? some women spend thousands on you. But I don't understand why. He's another one he is. He's in the background showing his little Mickey off and all that he is. I'm telling you. There's loads of them on here that do that, you know. Get this like group chat and that. And then start like showing their body and that to women for gifts and that. Crazy. He's very rude and moody. He's moody because he's always coming on a come down, that's why. He's always coming down from a come down. Come down from the come down. Where's these? Alright. For you. No. Everything that really comes up on the For You is regarding Liverpool. Yo, anybody from Liverpool, my heart and my condolences go out to anybody that was caught up in that madness. Honestly. Anyway, that's a little question earlier. I was always like, oh, well, I don't think you should be talking about it. But hold on, it's all over the flipping app. Right, okay. Let's hear from Black Pope then.
Contact the police. Listen, me to you. Don't come and get me. Don't look for me. I'll go down there. Listen.
I don't think that's the right one. Alright, sorry. Let's hear Black Pope and Pharaoh because I was in that live, but I didn't stay for the whole live. I just remember seeing that the woman was saying that she's going to put some sort of spell on him. Oh no, man. Wow. What a shame, man. You know what? He's mad. Oh, don't know. No, let's not say it. Let's not say it. No, I need to say it. No, the last time I done it. You know what? I'll just be open and honest. I'm going to be honest with you. When I looked and I seen that the person who done it, I thought, oh, I'm grateful. And I shouldn't feel that way. But I just feel like if it was an Asian person or if it was a black man that done that, why, it'd be everywhere. He's a terrorist, mental health, this and that. So I'm just waiting to see what they're going to say about this guy. When I was looking at it and I seen his car getting smashed up, I thought, was it what's that word? Fight or flight mode? I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to this is Black Pope and Pharaoh talking about the EQ situation.
Well, obviously she is, yeah, that's everyone's view.
So she's got a right to speak about it because it's a disrespect towards her community.
Let's don't make fun out of someone that's going through that.
Man, you can't. Look,
Taurus is yes. Taurus. Pharaoh is yes.
No one, I just don't like the woman, I don't like her.
Well, it does sort of say.
Because remember when I first started the live and what I said is that when you're talking about stuff like this, I honestly wonder where do the black trans community place themselves in this situation? I like Pope, he doesn't conform. Yeah, he does go against the grain. Obviously, look, me and Pope are cool now. We've had our reason. I'll be honest with you. I did say something horrible to him. But it's obviously, it was in retaliation to him always doing videos and that. But I did call him my Uncle Tom. I'll be honest with you. Because majority of the issues that I've had with people on here, it's not because me and them have personally had an issue. It was always derived around me either backing somebody or I've backed somebody and somebody hasn't liked the fact that I've backed them. Because me and Pope was okay. And it was only until I seen him coming from Tory and I was like, bro, don't do that. Like, that's one of our people. This and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. And that's where it all started. And then he started... like, I just said, like, look, stop coming for Paige, Torian and Alicia, and that was it. The rest is history. That's when his vendetta started with me. But one thing that I didn't like about it was that when Angie was doing what she was doing, Black Pope and Gaza was agreeing with Angie and was coming for tea. And I was just like, bro, like, you don't understand the initiative as to why she's going for that person. But at the end of the day, look, I did apologise for calling him Uncle Tom. I did call him Cyclops as well. I'm not proud of myself for saying these things because obviously that is being discriminatory towards his disability. It's just a back and forth. When you say back and forth towards each other, you say things that hurt, right? But, you know, sitting back and reflecting, because I do reflect a lot, I did see that even though he called me all the things under the world, under the, do you know what I mean, under the sun, I shouldn't have stooped to that level. Yeah, the thing with me, Fiona, I'm honest. You with me? I'm not perfect. If I do say something or I do go wrong, I will correct myself. You get me? But like, you know, Pope, he gives as good as he gets, yeah? So don't think that I just went all out on him. This was a back and forth thing, yeah? And when you're going back and forth, sometimes you might say things that after, when you reflect on it, you know that you're in the wrong. Take accountability. Exactly. So what I'm saying is, he called me, I'm a sellout, I'm all this, blah, 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 blah. I said something to him, but because I've gone through his disability, for me personally, I've took it to the next level, so I'm in the wrong. You with me? Regardless of what he said to get me to that level, I should never allow people to take me out of my frequency. My frequency is love, care, all them kind of things there. If someone takes me out of my frequency and makes me say something, that's when I need to check myself, because only I'm in control of how I respond to people. I can't control what they say to me, but I can control what I say back. You with me? Yes, love conquers everything. You get me? And I'm all about peace and love. So at the end of the day, me and him have squashed it now. And we are cool now. I wouldn't say I'd never disrespected him. I know that he's very knowledgeable. But none of us, when it comes to racism, look, yeah, unless you've actually gone to uni to study it and you've gone all around the world to understand the Africans to the Caribbeans and everything, nobody is more qualified to speak on racism than another person, because majority of the times when people speak on racism, they're speaking for personal experiences, not from what they've learned, from where it derived from and all of that kind of stuff. You with me? So that's why I'm like, I ain't the black saviour, and you ain't the black saviour, and you ain't the black saviour. If you're going to stand up against it, then by all means, I salute you for that. But then don't look at me and be like, oh, you can't talk about it because you're from a white person's area. Okay, let's talk about that. So I grew up in a school which was predominantly white. It was only me and my cousin that was the only black people in school. If you grew up in an area where you're part of the majority, and who the hell do you think was getting the most racism growing up? You or me? Yeah, you might have been discriminated against by the police, etc., etc., but so was I. In fact, actually, I was getting stopped and searched by the police nearly every flipping day. I wasn't a criminal, but the way the police treated me, you might as well say I was a criminal. Don't think there weren't times where I used to think, well, if you labelling me something, I might as well go out there and be that person. Of course, there was bare times, but that wasn't me, and that's not how I was brought up. So nobody can say that you're more qualified to talk on racism than the other person, because everybody's personal experiences are different. That's what the beauty of, I wouldn't say the beauty of it, because it shouldn't have been started. Big up D in the building. Some of the conversations that I had around racism last year was so powerful. When I mean powerful, we had people from the gypsy community. We had people from everywhere coming forth, rocking with us and having conversations, like proper, good conversations, yeah? Then you'll go into different places and it'll be shit shows. Okay, I get that. But I'm not going to take away the beauty of having white, black, Asian, gypsy, all these people coming up and speaking about different things and learning about things. Because in my space, it was about learning. Nobody was doing big arguments or coming for each other or saying SYM and stuff. No low vibrational shit. Let me express to you what it feels like as a black person to have to sit down my two little nephews who are 4 or 5 and explain to them that throughout school you might be a victim of racism. What's racism, uncle? I'm having to sit down and explain to kids about racism when really I should be sitting down and speaking to them or playing with them when they play with their Dragon Ball stuff, imagination game. I should be doing all that kind of stuff, taking them to the park, days out, all that kind of stuff. Not sitting down and explaining to them that due to the colour of your skin, some kids who have been brought up, because nobody is born racist, who have been brought up to have racist views might say something to you that might hurt your feelings, but this is how you deal with it, and so on and so forth and so forth. I shouldn't have had those conversations, but it just so happened that the heat in that situation, the heat of when that was happening with Pearl, it was literally like a week before I was at the school, speaking to the head teacher, talking about getting maybe more black books, maybe doing more stuff about black history. Like, if you identify that a kid, why don't you bring an external person to come in and talk to that young person? In fact, why don't you haul up in the parents and express to the parents that your child telling another child that they can't play with them because their skin is dirty is unacceptable? Your everyday people, we know that's unacceptable. But if you're a young, impressionable kid that's growing up in a racist environment, you don't know what and what's not acceptable, because as far as you're concerned, when the black football player misplaces a pass, is a nignog to your granddad, is a monkey to your auntie. So that young kid will just think, oh, black person, monkey. And then we'll go into school and go and call the little young black kid, who places a pass on the school playground, oh, you monkey. Yeah, it's taught. It's taught. It's learned behaviours. I brought my kids up, if you cut everyone, we all bleed. This is what I'm saying. This is how I bring up my children. This is how the children that I'm not saying I bring up other people's children, but when for 6-7 hours or however long, when that young person is with me, like, I have a duty of care to make sure that kids are being able to just be kids and be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have to worry about that person doesn't want to play with me because my colour of my skin. What the fuck is this? What are we living in? This ain't no medieval times. This ain't no old school times. Y'all want me to educate people that they've already been educated. The ignorant races have already been educated. They have chose not to take on that education because it serves them better to be racist than a good law-abiding citizen. You telling me that you want me to teach a 50 to 60-year-old that calling a black person a monkey is wrong? You want me to do that? Yes, I big up yourself, Fifi. Thank you for passing through. Every school should, but there needs to be a balance. Because growing up, when I was in primary school, all I ever thought is that my ancestors were slaves. That's all I ever knew. I never knew that we had, like, uplifting people. Yeah, alright, you had the Martin Luther King and the Malcolm X and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, we got that a little bit. But what I can remember from Black History X, remember that American History X film, sorry. From Black History is me walking out of class and feeling inadequate to everybody that's around me. Yeah, that's all I remember from Black History School, is walking out of it and feeling like I'm lesser than all of my peers that were in that classroom. That's all I got out of it. So as much as, yes, it needs to be taught and all that kind of stuff, we need a balance. If it's not going to be a balance, then I'd rather it not being taught, if I'm being honest with you. And if it is being taught, it needs to be taught from people who understand what it means to be a black person. You with me? I used to go into schools and deliver workshops around Stop and Search. There was a part where it is about racial discrimination. Only really me, and I think there was 2 other people, were black. Somebody came and watched my workshop. Then I get a phone call from a friend. Oh, somebody played your video at school. And my daughter goes to, so what's the school? Told me the school. I'm like, never heard of the school. Go back, it turns out that when the person was watching how I was delivering my workshop, she took my video explaining about racial discrimination and about the police force trying to make the police force a more transparent, safer place, environment, make it more fairer. So obviously I messaged in a group chat. I was like, look, I'm not being funny and that, but I'm hearing that people are using my videos in their workshops. Is this true? And then the woman was like, oh my God, Nathaniel, yes, it's me. I feel really bad now because I don't want you to feel like I was taking your niche and using it. But in that part, I have to explain racial discrimination in the police force against black and Asians, but I'm a white woman. I can come with facts. I can come with stats, but it's not going to be factual. Whereas you've gone on the news and you've spoke about it, you represented for George Floyd, like it would have been easy for me to play that video because you explain it better. If you would have messaged me and told me that, I'd be okay with that. But the fact that you took the video and used it as your own without telling me, I found it very disrespectful. Thank you, Lady Sugar 111. Pick up all the ones. I see the moon. I see the sun. You're definitely a light worker. Stick around here. I just felt it was just a bit insensitive of her to use my work without like crediting me or letting me know that you're going to do it. If she says to me, oh, listen, I don't know how to speak about racial discrimination. Is it okay if I use your interview on Sky News around George Floyd because you explain it better? I would have been like, crack on, love. But when you're taking somebody's work and then using it as your own, I just think that it's not a good look. And this all derives back in the day as well. There was a lot of, big up Trini in the building, there was a lot of famous black people that really like a lot of the stuff that we're using today was founded by black people, but what they done was they would buy it from them and then use it as their own, literally. And the person that created it, you'll never know that was the person that created it because they didn't have resources. And this is why, look, I don't want to go really deep in that because I am getting a bit hungry and I want to come off in a minute, yeah? But this is where it boils down to a lot of the stuff that happened back in the day, it still affects us to this day. Because we all know, we all learn that when majority of the countries were enslaved, resources were the main reason for why they was being enslaved in the first place. Whether that was resources like oil, whether that was gold, whether that was diamonds, yeah, all of the resources that was taken out of that country then meant that that country had a lack of resources to build their own or create their own foundations. So when you're getting different people now, I can't say the country, but we all know the country that rules the world, when they have all of the resources and the ability to do whatever they want, that is what people from Africa was in the position to do. They had all the gold, all the diamonds, all the oil, everything that you would need to make a country or to make a continent successful, black people had. But because that was taken away from them and shipped all over the world, not only just black, you know, because Pakistani as well. Some of the Pakistani jewels to this day is still in the the king's crown. Thank you for the heart, me. Yeah, it's still in the queen's crown to this day. So when we are looking at it, when we do get some of these people that do look down on certain cultures and you think that we're less or beneath, the only reason why we're less is because resources that would have built our families for generations was taken away from us. Do you understand that? I'm going to say it for you, modern Western civilization. Well, this is it. Well, I've been following everything that's been going on over in Africa and things are changing now. Russia's involved, China's involved, like there's a lot of people that are they're all taking part in making it a great country again, which is amazing. It won't be hard. As long as them people can't go over there and infiltrate all of their oil rigs. I mean, all of those countries over there, before you know it, they're going to be thriving again. They just found over 5 billion worth of oil in Somalia. Somalia, yeah, you know that third world country, that country that gets written off, you know that, listen, the resources in that country, they can rebuild the whole of Africa now. Tide is changing. And I'm telling you, I don't know what it's like around the rest of the UK, but in Birmingham, yeah, Somalian people get a massive, they get a lot of uproar. A lot of people don't like Somalian people. Do you know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying now is that their country now, they won't have to come over here anymore. They can actually rebuild back in their country just as long as they don't allow the people from the West to come in and take their resources. That's all it boils down to. Well, I feel like I've given you enough here. Somebody just came in here who I've been texting, and you know who you are. You better text me back. Yeah? Or is it going to be a big problem? Is this real? No, it's not real. But you know what? I might come back later. Trini, what are you telling me, Trini? How are you? Yeah, alright, me Trini. It's not real. This is the surviving episodes, but I do feel like I might come back later and do a little part 2. Because I feel, yeah, I know that my niche is 9 and 9:30. Somebody coming here, Trini, was like, nah, dude, he's at 9. But I feel like I would just want to just come on at any time and just jam with my people. Don't want to feel like I have to come on at 9:30, because that's when people always used to expect me to be on. That's what always happens medically as well. Keep Bill Gates out. Come on. Firebird, big up yourself. How are you? How are you? How is everybody, man? Bar that. I need to go and find the video of Dave Duran being racist towards Fiddy yesterday. I really need to find that video. If anybody knows where that video is and can tag me in it, I'd really, really appreciate it, because I want to play it later on my laptop. And I do actually have a game. I might do a games night. If it's not tonight, definitely tomorrow. I might do a little games night, man, and just have a little jam with you as well. But I appreciate you all for passing through. I feel like I've got everything off my chest what I needed to get off. I don't really feel like I need to say anything else more on the situation. I mean, if people want to fire up lies and all that kind of stuff, I think this discussion should be said to benefit all. Remove the smoke screen. Yes, of course. Of course. Is Made still in here? Because I don't have a designer. I need a designer. I need someone to design me some flyers. Hey, big up for the heart meet. Look, I appreciate all the taps, all the heart meets, all the gifts. Thank you. Yeah, I feel much lighter, because obviously I didn't really want to come on the other day when it was in the heat of it and that, because I know what it's like on here. Yeah, and I'm not here for that. This time around, honestly, I'm not here for that. I am staying mutual. I'm not being part of no cliques. I don't want no friendship circles on here. I don't mind creating friendships on here, but I don't want it to be what it used to be like before. No way. There's no way. I'm not doing that again, because all I do is set myself up to be hurt in the long run. You get me? Because people who I feel like are meant to have me don't show me that loyalty. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to be that kind of person. Kai, you know me. If I ride for you, I ride out. I don't do the half-hearted shit, and I go against the grain, and I don't put my platform before my feelings. You with me? If I feel some sort of way about something, I'm going to say it, regardless if it's the popular or unpopular thing to say. That's why I feel like people respect me and have rocked with me for however long, because they ain't seen me think, oh yeah, let me just keep quiet to keep my friend happy. Nah, it don't work like that. You get me? Yes, maybe with the tea situation, maybe I should have addressed it with her sooner. But at the end of the day, I was working and living my real life and feeling happy. The only time I wasn't feeling happy is when I'd come back to this app, or I'd see inboxes from people that were sending me shit. You get me? I don't know about yous, but sometimes out of sight, out of mind is a good thing. You get me? Not everything we're meant to, or not everything we need to know. You know, like that. So with that being said, I'm going to go and feed my stomach, because it is growling. I don't know if y'all hear it. Pick yourself deep. Apricot, thank you. But at least you told Torian how you really get felt. Yeah, this is it. And like I said, I felt lighter for it. The only thing that I look back on it, I say, yo, I shouldn't have, you know, expressed it in such a angry way. It wasn't passion. I'm not gonna say it was passion. I was angry. And I was angry as well because I wasn't able to just articulate myself like this normal. You was talking over me and talking to me like I'm a dickhead. You get me? So I just matched energy. But I understand that when you, as a male, match energy with a female, you're automatically going to be called a misogynist. When is this going to be? She needs taking off the app. Well, I think we should come back later, right? I think we should come back later and have a proper discussion. I need more stuff. I feel like I'm not equipped. Have a proper discussion. I'll let everybody in the boxes to have their say, and then we'll keep it stepping. Basty's gone. Have a lovely evening. It was nice to meet you. Be with yourself, Fiona. Who is that anyway? Big's belly button gunge. I hope that's not him. Bruv, who is that? That's sorry, but you're getting. Yo, you need to check. If you want to come back in here, you need to change that picture. You need to change your name as well. That's nasty. I can't believe I just clicked that page. There's nothing worse than gunging in belly button. Who does that, man? Anyway, yes. I'll let you run, people. But I feel like, yeah, we'll be back later. 9:30 p.m. And hopefully we'll have more people. I'm going to open up the stage for people to come up and have their say. Okay. Fiona, stop laughing. That was nasty. Oh, God. All right, cool. I'm out of here. Absolute sicko.